Student loan forgiveness is blocked for now due to a federal court ruling.
So what do the millions of borrowers who have applied need to know? We have Professor Josh Blackman with the South Texas College of Law live with us. Josh, good to see you as always. You know, the Biden administration has stopped accepting applications. Can you explain the legal arguments here and why a Texas judge last week struck down the president's plan to forgive up to $20,000?
Well, for the past 2 years or so, people have urged Congress to pass a new law that would forgive debt. Congress has not done that. Instead, the president turned to what's called executive action. That is, he took an old statute that was passed after September 11th and used it to try to forgive large amounts of student debt. A judge in Fort Worth ruled that this was not lawful. Specifically, the president simply announced the policy and didn't seek public comments first before he went into effect. So what the judge said was, before this goes into effect, the government must seek public comments through an administrative process.
All right, so walk us through what happens now, because we understand the White House has promised to appeal. How long could that take?
Well, keep in mind there are two cases currently on the books. One is filed in Texas, the other one's filed in Missouri. An appellate court based in St. Louis has already held the policy is unlawful. There's this policy, there's this ruling in Dallas which says it's also unlawful, so that there are actually two fronts on which the administration has to fight. This could take several months and go all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court before it's resolved.
So, Josh, even though the Biden administration says it's not, accepting applications, can you still apply and just wait and just, be in the queue for when things do get resolved?
I think that's right. People who want to seek forgiveness of their loans are in this weird spot where they can submit applications, perhaps, hope the government receives them at some point if a court reverses this trial court ruling from Fort Worth.
At the end of the day, what does this mean for the millions of borrowers who are just waiting on the edge of their seat, and they've applied and they thought it was going through and then it didn't? What happens now?
I think there's an unfortunate lesson. People should not rely when the president acts by himself. They should wait for Congress to act through legislation, because it's always very risky when the president goes it alone.
And so, Josh, bottom line, the ruling right now is not that the forgiveness is unlawful. It's that the way it was gone about is what's in question, not going through executive action, not Congress. Is that right?
Correct. The ruling in Fort Worth only regards the process. But the other case, Missouri, I think makes a bigger point that the policy itself might be unlawful. And we don't know how the higher court, the Supreme Court, will shake out this conflict.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to be watching it to find out what happens and let everybody know. I know so many people hoping it happens, but it's looking less like it all the time. Yeah. All right. Josh Blackman with South Texas College of Law, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.